Hi guys, welcome to your Crystal Palace Daily News channel, and I hope that you are enjoying the content. I thought I'd try something a little bit different here this time, because I was reading an article on Sky Sports with Marc Guehi, and they were interviewing before the Liverpool game, which is coming up on Monday, and talking about his upbringing in terms of his footballing career, you know, starting off at Chelsea and things like this and coming to Crystal Palace. And he gives a couple of nice little quotes which I'm going to talk about here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I will leave a link to the article in the description below, so that if you want to watch it, you can take a look at it and read through it yourself. Basically, you know, he was scouted at under-8 by Chelsea, and then began this path which a lot of Chelsea players do, and a lot of players do at club level. You know, he worked his way through the ranks. He won a few trophies along the way. He was in the same team that Gallagher was in, and many other the current stars are in, and a number of the other players who are also failing to get a game at Chelsea at the moment. But you know, he's worked his way through. He did his dues, sort of thing. And it talks a little bit about his decision to leave Chelsea and ultimately go to Crystal Palace. And I'm going to talk about one of the things that he said, because, and I'm quoting this, "It hurts a lot just because I was there for such a long time. It's such a different feeling leaving there and not going back to where you've been for so long. But in order to grow, sometimes you have to take the hard choice and take the hard path sometimes." And I think he understands that. You know, he was there for about 14 years, knew everyone there, had a great time there, but he knew that in order to progress and to become a better player, and to become a player that perhaps get into the England squad, which he did, that he would need to take this hard line. And I think there are other players at Chelsea that could probably, or will eventually, have to take this kind of decision as well. And it's great that to see that insight into his decision to move on. And he talks about coming to Palace, and he says, "I felt coming off the back of playing so many games in Swansea, I wanted to just carry on my development. I felt like Crystal Palace was the best place for me to go and do that. They're offering me Premier League football, and I'm coming into a club that is so stable within the Premier League." And he said about Patrick Vieira, he said, "Obviously with the manager coming in and so many changes happening at the club, I felt it was the right place for me to come to." And I think he's right. I think he's developed a huge amount. I mean, he's such a born leader, and he's worked really hard at Crystal Palace. His first season has been absolutely amazing, and I'm sure he's going to continue to grow. Such a calm head on his shoulders at such a young age, and I think that, you know, it's really fantastic. It's a great article to read, and as I said before, I'm going to leave a link to it down below. And I think it's just great to get that insight into Marc Guehi, and hopefully, you know, other Chelsea players who maybe were in that team or in similar teams and who can't get into the squad, hopefully they will find a similar path to them. But let me know down in the comments what you think, as always.